What if I told you that the United States, the world's most powerful nation, secretly relies on other countries to survive? Welcome back to Discover Top 10 Places. In today's video, we're revealing 10 countries America secretly depends on, and number one will blow your mind. While the United States is seen as a global superpower, behind the scenes it relies heavily on other nations for technology, resources, and even national security. From everyday products in your home to the very backbone of America's economy, these countries play a much bigger role than you think. So stick around as we uncover surprising connections and hidden partnerships that shape the world we live in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more shocking top 10 discoveries. Number 10, Canada. It isn't just America's friendly northern neighbor, it's one of the most important countries keeping the United States economy running smoothly. In fact, Canada is the single largest foreign supplier of energy to the United States, providing nearly half of America's crude oil imports. The Keystone Pipeline system and other cross-border infrastructure deliver millions of barrels of oil every day, directly fueling United States cars, airplanes, and industries. On top of oil, Canada also exports natural gas and hydroelectric power, particularly from provinces like Quebec and Manitoba, which supply electricity to states in the Northeast and Midwest. Without these steady flows of energy, America would be forced to scramble for alternative, often less reliable sources around the world. Beyond energy, Canada is also a quiet backbone of America's construction and manufacturing sectors. Canadian lumber is essential to the United States housing market, providing the raw materials for millions of homes built across the country. Canada is also rich in minerals and metals, including nickel, cobalt, potash, and uranium, resources that the United States needs for everything from electric vehicle batteries and fertilizer to nuclear power plants. The mining sector in Canada has become even more vital as America pushes for renewable energy and clean technologies, since many of these critical minerals are difficult to source elsewhere without heavy geopolitical risks. Put simply, Canada's natural resources feed directly into America's economic growth and technological innovation. Perhaps the most important factor is reliability. Unlike other energy and resource suppliers that might be unstable or politically unpredictable, Canada is a stable democracy with shared values and a long-standing trade partnership with the United States. Both countries are tied together by the USMCA trade agreement, which ensures smooth economic cooperation. They're also deeply connected militarily through NATO and NORAD, meaning Canada is not just an economic partner, but also a defense ally. This stability and alignment make Canada one of the few countries the United States can count on without hesitation. While America is often seen as the global powerhouse, its everyday economy, from fuel at the gas station to lumber at the hardware store, quietly depends on Canada's steady and strategic support. Number 9, Mexico. It is far more than just a close neighbor. It's the United States' most important agricultural partner. Thanks to its warm climate and year-round growing seasons, Mexico supplies a massive share of the fresh produce found in American supermarkets. In fact, Mexico is the leading source of United States imports for fruits and vegetables, such as avocados, tomatoes, berries, cucumbers, and peppers. During the winter months, when United States farms can't meet demand, Mexican imports ensure shelves stay stocked and prices stay manageable. Without Mexico's agricultural exports, American consumers would face higher food costs and far less variety, highlighting just how much the United States food system depends on its southern neighbor. Mexico also plays a crucial role in powering America's industrial and manufacturing economy. Through the USMCA trade agreement, United States companies have built strong ties with Mexican factories, which produce everything from cars and electronics to aircraft parts and medical equipment. The auto industry is one of the clearest examples of this integration. A single car assembled in the United States often contains parts that have crossed the United States-Mexico border multiple times during production. This cross-border supply chain makes Mexican industry indispensable, since halting production in Mexico would instantly cause shortages and price hikes in the American market. It's no exaggeration to say that Mexico acts as the factory floor for many United States companies. What makes Mexico's contribution even more significant is its geographical advantage. Unlike overseas trade, which takes weeks by ship, goods from Mexico can reach the United States within days, keeping supply chains fast, efficient, and flexible. This has become even more important as American companies look to reduce their dependence on China by nearshoring manufacturing to Mexico. In fact, Mexico recently surpassed China and Canada to become the United States' #1 trading partner, a milestone that proves just how deeply interconnected the two economies have become. While political debates about borders and immigration often dominate the headlines, the reality is clear. America's economy, from its food supply to its factories, quietly depends on Mexico every single day. Number 8. Saudi Arabia. It has long been one of the most influential players in the world's energy market, and America depends on it more than most people realize. While the United States has increased domestic oil production over the last decade, it still relies on global oil prices being stable, and Saudi Arabia plays the leading role in making that happen. As the largest and most powerful member of OPEC, Saudi Arabia has the ability to increase or cut oil output, which directly affects the cost of gasoline, shipping, and manufacturing in the United States. When Saudi Arabia adjusts production, the ripple effects are felt at American gas stations almost immediately, showing just how closely the United States economy is tied to decisions made in Riyadh. Beyond market influence, Saudi Arabia remains one of America's largest suppliers of crude oil and refined petroleum products. This direct supply helps balance United States energy needs, especially during times when American refineries or production fall short. The United States also relies on Saudi Arabia's role in maintaining open shipping lanes, particularly in the Persian Gulf, where a large portion of global oil exports flow through the Strait of Hormuz. Any disruption in this region would threaten the global economy and, by extension, the United States. By keeping oil flowing and markets steady, Saudi Arabia provides the United States with a layer of energy security that few other countries can match. The United States-Saudi relationship isn't without its controversies, but it remains strategically vital. For decades, America has partnered with Saudi Arabia, not only on oil but also on regional security in the Middle East. United States military bases and arms sales have helped secure this partnership, ensuring that Saudi Arabia continues to play a stabilizing role in a volatile region. Even as America invests in renewable energy and seeks to reduce dependence on foreign oil, the reality is that global energy markets and America's economy are still deeply tied to Saudi Arabia's production decision. Like it or not, the United States quietly depends on this partnership to keep its energy costs manageable and its economy stable. Number 7. Japan. It is far more than just an ally. It's a nation whose innovation and industry have become deeply embedded in the American way of life. As the world's third largest economy, Japan is a global leader in automobiles, robotics, and consumer electronics, and the United States depends heavily on its export. Japanese automakers like Toyota, Honda, and Nissan don't just ship cars to the United States, they've become an integral part of American culture and transportation. Beyond cars, Japan is a crucial supplier of precision machinery, semiconductors, and high-tech components that power everything from United States medical devices to industrial equipment. These products are not easily replaceable, meaning America's technology and manufacturing sectors are directly tied to Japan's output. The economic ties between Japan and the United States run deeper than import. Japan is one of the largest foreign investors in the United States, with billions poured into manufacturing plants, technology hubs, and research centers. For instance, Japanese automakers employ hundreds of thousands of American workers in states like Kentucky, Tennessee, and Ohio. Meanwhile, American companies benefit from Japanese expertise in fields like battery development, renewable energy, and advanced materials. As the United States pushes toward electric vehicles and sustainable technology, Japanese innovation plays an even more crucial role. This interconnected trade and investment relationship ensures that both economies grow together and makes Japan indispensable to America's future industries. Japan's importance to the United States also extends beyond economics into geopolitics. Located in the Asia-Pacific region, Japan is a key counterbalance to the growing influence of China and the instability of North Korea. The United States maintains a significant military presence in Japan, including bases in Okinawa, which serve as strategic points for securing trade routes and ensuring peace in the region. This alliance strengthens America's global reach while guaranteeing Japan's security in a volatile neighborhood. In many ways, Japan is not only a supplier of goods, but also a shield protecting America's interests in Asia. Without Japan's economic strength and military partnership, the United States would lose a vital anchor in one of the world's most important regions. Number 6. South Korea. It may be a relatively small country in size, but its global impact, especially on America, is enormous. The United States relies heavily on South Korean companies for advanced technology and consumer goods that are part of everyday life. Giants like Samsung and LG supply millions of Americans with smartphones, televisions, and appliances, but their importance goes much deeper than household products. South Korea is one of the world's top producers of semiconductors, the tiny chips that power everything from iPhones and laptops to cars and fighter jets. Without South Korea's production capacity, America's technology-driven economy would face a serious crisis. Semiconductors are the beating heart of modern technology, and South Korea's role in producing them makes it indispensable. Samsung and SK Hynix, two of the world's largest chip makers, supply critical components to United States tech firms like Apple, Intel, and Nvidia. These chips aren't just for consumer devices, they're also used in data centers, artificial intelligence, 5G networks, and military systems. With global demand for chips soaring, America's dependence on South Korea has grown even stronger. Recognizing this, the United States has encouraged South Korean companies to invest in American factories. But for now, South Korea remains the source of some of the most advanced technology the United States consumes. South Korea's importance isn't limited to economics, it's also a cornerstone of America's security strategy in Asia. Positioned next to North Korea and close to China, South Korea provides the United States with a critical military presence in the region. The alliance between Washington and Seoul helps secure trade routes, stabilize regional tensions, and ensure that vital industries and supply chains remain protected. In many ways, South Korea acts as both a shield and a supplier for the United States, defending American interests in Asia while powering its digital economy at home. For a country its size, South Korea's role in America's future is disproportionately massive. Number 5. Taiwan. It may be small, but its importance to the United States and the world cannot be overstated. The island is home to the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company TSMC, the largest and most advanced microchip producer on the planet. These chips are the brains behind nearly every modern technology Americans use daily, from iPhones and laptops to cars, medical equipment, and even fighter jets. In fact, over 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors are manufactured in Taiwan, meaning the United States tech industry, military, and economy are all deeply dependent on this single nation's production capacity. This reliance on Taiwan comes with significant risk. Because semiconductors are so difficult and expensive to produce, few other countries can match Taiwan's expertise and infrastructure. If production in Taiwan were disrupted, whether by natural disasters or political tensions with China, America's economy would face an immediate and devastating shortage. Automakers would be unable to build vehicles, tech companies would struggle to make smartphones and computers, and even the United States military would face challenges maintaining its advanced defense system. The fact that so many critical industries hinge on Taiwan's stability underscores just how much America depends on this island nation. Taiwan's importance to the United States isn't only about technology, it's also about geopolitics. Located just off China's coast, Taiwan sits at the heart of one of the most tense regions in the world. The United States has made it clear that Taiwan's security is a priority, providing military support and political backing to ensure its independence and stability. Protecting Taiwan is not only about supporting democracy, it's also about safeguarding the global semiconductor supply chain that keeps America's economy moving. In short, Taiwan is both a vital tech supplier and a strategic partner, making it one of the most crucial countries America secretly depends on every single day. Number 4. China. When people think of China, they often think of rivalry with the United States, but what many don't realize is just how dependent America actually is on China. China is the world's largest manufacturing hub, producing a vast share of the consumer goods, electronics, and raw materials used in the United States every single day. From smartphones and computers to clothing and furniture, much of what Americans buy originates in Chinese factories. This trade relationship has made China the United States' largest supplier of imported goods, and it underscores a deep reliance that cannot easily be replaced. China's role as the world's factory is crucial to United States supply chain. American companies rely on Chinese factories for mass production at a scale and cost that few other countries can match. For example, Apple's iPhones, while designed in California, are assembled in China using parts sourced from all over the world. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted how vulnerable the United States is to disruptions in Chinese supply chains, with shortages in medical supplies, electronics, and household goods. Despite efforts to diversify manufacturing, no other country has been able to match China's production capacity, making America deeply reliant on its industrial base. Beyond consumer goods, China is also the world's leading supplier of rare earth elements, materials essential for United States defense systems, electric vehicles, renewable energy technology, and electronics. Without access to these rare earths, many industries in the United States would face severe challenges. China also dominates the production of solar panels, batteries, and other clean energy technologies that the United States needs for its green transition. Even as the two countries compete in technology and innovation, the United States continues to depend on China for essential raw materials and components that power its economy and military. While the United States and China are strategic rivals on the global stage, their economies are deeply intertwined. American farmers export billions of dollars worth of soybeans, pork, and other goods to China, making it one of their most important markets. Meanwhile, Chinese capital and investment also flow into the United States, supporting industries from real estate to technology. This creates a complex relationship where rivalry and dependence coexist. For the United States, decoupling from China entirely would be nearly impossible in the short term, which is why, despite political tensions, America continues to quietly rely on China to keep its economy running. Number 3, Germany. It is often referred to as the engine of Europe, and for good reason. It has the largest economy in Europe, and one of the most advanced in the world, built on precision engineering, high-quality manufacturing, and technological innovation. For the United States, Germany is an indispensable partner, supplying everything from luxury automobiles to highly specialized machinery that American industries rely on. Brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen are popular across the United States, but Germany's exports go far beyond cars. Its industrial equipment, robotics, and medical technologies are used by United States companies and hospitals, helping fuel innovation and economic growth. The trade relationship between the United States and Germany is one of the strongest transatlantic ties. Each year, billions of dollars in goods and services are exchanged, with Germany exporting advanced machinery, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals, while importing American aircraft, software, and agricultural products. German companies like Siemens, BASF, and Bosch also operate extensively in the United States, building factories, research centers, and technology hubs that employ tens of thousands of American workers. This kind of investment doesn't just provide jobs, it transfers knowledge, skills, and advanced technology that make American industries more competitive on the global stage. Germany is also at the forefront of renewable energy and environmental technology, which makes it increasingly important to America's future. German expertise in wind power, solar technology, and energy-efficient engineering has influenced how the United States approaches its own green transition. With America's growing focus on electric vehicles and sustainable infrastructure, German innovation provides both a model and a practical source of advanced technology. Beyond energy, Germany's leadership in research and development strengthens global supply chains, allowing United States companies to access world-class materials and technologies that would be difficult to source elsewhere. Germany's importance to America extends far beyond economics. As a central NATO member, it plays a critical role in United States defense strategy. American military bases in Germany provide strategic positions for operations in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, making the country a vital hub for United States global security. Politically, Germany wields immense influence within the European Union and often aligns with the United States on issues of democracy, trade, and global stability. This dual role, economic partner and security ally, makes Germany one of America's most reliable partners. While it may not always make headlines, the United States quietly depends on Germany every day to keep both its economy and its global strategy strong. Number 2, India. It is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and its importance to the United States has expanded dramatically in recent decades. Often called the back office of the world, India plays a central role in America's technology, finance, and service industry. Millions of United States companies outsource customer support, IT services, and software development to India, where a highly skilled English-speaking workforce provides reliable and cost-effective solutions. This support keeps American businesses competitive and helps major tech companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon maintain their global dominance. Without India's vast talent pool, the United States would face higher costs and slower innovation. Beyond outsourcing, India has become a critical partner in research, technology, and space exploration. Indian engineers and scientists collaborate with United States counterparts on cutting-edge projects, from software development to artificial intelligence and space missions. Many American tech firms have established large offices in cities like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Pune, which serve as innovation hubs, powering United States business. Additionally, India's growing startup ecosystem has attracted billions in American venture capital, linking the two economies even more closely. For the United States, India isn't just a source of affordable labor, it's a driver of technological progress. India also contributes significantly to United States trade and supply chains. It exports everything from pharmaceuticals to textiles, supporting American healthcare, fashion, and retail industry. India's generic drug manufacturers, for instance, provide a large share of affordable medicines used in the United States, reducing healthcare costs for millions of Americans. Agricultural trade is also growing, with United States farmers exporting soybeans and other crops to India, while importing spices, tea, and seafood. This two-way exchange strengthens both economies and ensures that the United States benefits from India's manufacturing and resource base. Geopolitically, India's role is becoming increasingly important for the United States. As the world's largest democracy and a key player in Asia, India provides a counterbalance to China's growing influence. The United States and India have deepened military and security ties through joint exercises, defense agreements, and technology sharing partnerships. Strategically, India's location in the Indo-Pacific makes it a vital partner for maintaining stability in one of the world's most contested regions. Together, these economic, technological, and security ties make India a country that America, quietly but heavily, depends on, perhaps more than most people realize. Number 1. The Netherlands. It may be a relatively small country, but its role in America's global trade and supply chains is far greater than its size suggests. Often called the gateway to Europe, the Netherlands is home to the port of Rotterdam, the largest seaport in Europe, and one of the busiest in the world. A significant portion of United States goods destined for Europe first passes through Dutch ports, making the country a critical hub for American exports and imports. From energy supplies to agricultural products, the Netherlands ensures that United States trade with Europe flows smoothly and efficiently. Despite its small size, the Netherlands is one of the world's top agricultural exporters, thanks to advanced farming technologies and greenhouse systems. The United States relies on Dutch expertise and products in areas like high-yield farming, horticulture, and sustainable food production. Dutch agricultural technology has helped shape America's own farming practices, particularly in greenhouse farming and water-efficient systems. In addition, the Netherlands exports key food products to the United States, from flowers and vegetables to dairy items, making it a quiet but significant player in American food security. The Netherlands is also a leader in high-tech innovation and clean energy. Dutch companies like ASML are at the center of global semiconductor production, providing the machines that make advanced computer chips possible. Since America relies heavily on semiconductors for everything from smartphones to defense systems, Dutch innovation is a cornerstone of United States technology. The Netherlands also invests heavily in renewable energy, offshore wind farms, and water management systems, offering solutions that America increasingly looks to as it modernizes its own infrastructure and adapts to climate challenge. Beyond trade and technology, the Netherlands is one of the largest foreign investors in the United States. Dutch companies own factories, offices, and logistics centers across the United States, creating jobs and strengthening transatlantic economic ties. Politically, the Netherlands is a strong NATO ally, supporting United States security interests in Europe and beyond. Its reliability as both an economic and strategic partner makes it one of America's quiet lifelines. Though often overlooked, the Netherlands plays a vital role in ensuring that the United States economy and global influence remain strong. Conclusion, and there you have it, 10 countries America secretly depends on, from Canada and Mexico to Taiwan and the Netherlands. While the United States may appear self-sufficient, these nations quietly power its economy, technology, and global influence every single day. Some of these countries might have surprised you, and that's exactly why understanding these hidden connections is so fascinating. Which country shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your thoughts and theories. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to discover top 10 places, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly top 10 lists exploring the world's most surprising, fascinating, and unexpected facts. From hidden global partnerships to mind-blowing statistics, we bring you the top 10 places, countries, and secrets you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with another eye-opening countdown you won't want to miss.